Hey guys, what's up? What's up, Mo? How you doing, man? I miss editing in art. Editing in art? What? What do you mean editing? Oh, because you draw traditionally? Do you mean that? Do you mean Control Z? You can do the legs. Meanwhile, I suffer together, right? Yeah, they are. I mean, they both have their different pros and cons. I mean, yes, you can edit, but at the same time, drawing traditionally kind of forces you to make good decisions, right? It's not like you can. I mean, you can undo, right? You can erase, but costs time. Also, you can't undo infinitely. It's like, remember I told you about the teeth of the paper? Like, if you zoom in microscopically, we see paper like this, but microscopically it's like this, right? It is teeth, and when you draw, you kind of crush that tooth. Also, when you erase, so you can do it indefinitely, right? So that's one drawback, but yeah, at the same time, it also kind of forces you to, you know, make kind of makes you aware of your decisions, right? Because when you are drawing digitally, it's so easy to, you know, go into this thing. You are always drawing and undoing, drawing and undoing. I don't know. That's kind of fun as well, but it's not the same as, you know, just going into the zone and flowing. But yeah, sometimes when I'm drawing on pencil and paper, my left hand, I'm right-handed, so my left hand kind of tries to undo or goes for the lasso keybind. So funny. But you know, usually, honestly, I like. This is not. I'm not talking about efficiency or something like that, right? But I like just pencil and paper more because you know you can hold the pencil in lots of different ways. It's more flexible, and there is one tool, and you are just doing whatever you are doing with that tool, and you can feel the paper, right? I mean, when you are drawing digital, you are just holding something plastic and dragging that plastic piece of stick on another plastic, right? It doesn't have that feeling. So yeah. Also, I integrated this habit, like every day, the first drawing I do is on pencil and paper, right? I remember I was working in the studio, and I was drawing like on tablet all the time, and I had literally no time. We were on a project, and I had literally no time. Even I went home and just fell into sleep. It was really tight, and I was drawing a tablet all the time, right? And after some time, I think I got numb or something. I lost that feeling, right? And then I took a break, like a couple of days, and then drew on. I just drew some random stuff on paper, and then it recovered. So yeah. Oh, what's up, TK? How you doing? But yeah, when it comes to efficiency and all that, I mean at this age you kind of need to have some sort of digital expertise, unless you don't give a fuck about anything, and you could just say, I'm just gonna give the finger to the world. I'm just gonna do fine art, draw on paper with charcoal. That could be your thing, right? Unless you don't plan to work in the industry or something like that. It's always a personal choice. And also, when I'm saying that, it's not, it's kind of required, but if you are really good with pencil and paper, if you are, really, really good, and if you want to work in the industry, people will hire you, right? So take Pixar, for example, one of the best, not one of the, in my opinion, it's the best animation studio in the world. And 80% of the concept design, of pretty much 80% of the art production, they do with pastels, gouache, pencil drawings. And there was this amazing character designer called Carter Goodrich. Just check him out. I think he's, if not the best, I think, in my opinion, in my universe, he's in top 3, right? And he's just drawing with pencil and paper, and he works in Pixar, right? Yeah, it's kind of vague, but you don't have to use digital to be good, right? And also, it's not all about the craft, right? It's all about fundamentals, like doing those small, boring shit every day. And honestly, in my opinion, that's why most people dread it, right? If you tell average person, so okay, you are gonna learn, master drawing, right? Okay, if you tell them like, okay, you are gonna practice drawing straight lines in different angles, and then drawing C lines, different angles, just perfect it in every angle, and then S curves, right? You are gonna practice these like hours over hours, weeks, days, weeks, months, and then basic shapes, basic primitives. It's not the most fun thing, right? When we are starting, it's like instantly we want to draw anime, we want to draw dragons and cool monsters. But yeah, if you really want to do it, yeah, you gotta put in the work, you gotta do those all the boring shit. Just get a hold of the fundamentals. Also, it doesn't change, right? No matter what you do, whether you are painting or sculpting, drawing, comic books, character design, concept design, illustration, animation, fundamentals are the same, right? And they are not secret, right? It's like, I mean, there are lots smarter guys. I mean, there were lots of much smarter guys than you and me, right? They just figured all the shit out. And they wrote books, lots of books, like, you know, Disney, all those guys. And you can just learn from them. It's really easy. I mean, not easy, it's simple, but, you know. So, yeah. But, you know, we are monkeys. 99% monkeys, right? If you didn't know or forgot, let me remind you guys, we are 99% monkeys. So we have this tendency to focus on events, right? Instead of process. So when you see some athlete win a championship or, you know, doing something insane in Olympics, you just see the event, right? You don't see the process behind it. You don't see years of grinding, years of painful practice, all the sweat and tears, all that shit. You just see the end result. And then we assume, like, you know, it just happens like that. So, yeah, everything is a process. Small things done daily. And then you reach whatever you want to reach, wherever you want to reach. What are you talking about? No one is smarter than us? Nah. Also, another pitfall is like, you know, trying to figure out all things by yourself, right? That's another what is it called? That's another pitfall. So yeah, Mo just disappeared. So that's Mo. Seinfeld, train all your life for an event that takes 10 seconds and then silver Olympic medal, gold, greatest athlete ever, at least got something, silver, congratulations of all the losers who came first. Yeah, you know, second place is first of losers, something like that. Yeah, that's... So that reminds me this quote from Steven Pressfield's book. It was called... I don't remember, one of his battle books, war books. So there was this phrase like, when two enemies fighting in the battlefield, they are not only fighting each other, they are like fighting a common enemy, right? And that's fear. So it's like a warrior ethos thing. So at the same time, it's like that, right? It's not winning a medal or achieving some event or result, but it's like, you know, chasing goals, man. That's not the goal. It's not the goal, right? It's who you become. That maybe you take on some goals, and then that goal kind of forces you to become more, right? Maybe you need to learn new skills, and then maybe you need to work on your personality. I don't know. Maybe you need to develop different traits and all that stuff. Maybe darker fur. It was a funny joke. Yeah, dude, I mean, I'm not mad because you said that. I'm just talking. And that's another thing. I don't know if I sound like I'm pissed, but you know, nobody is doing the serious talk, man. I mean, okay, it's all good and fun to, you know, have fun, do the small talk, chill out. You know, you see all the chill streams, chill stream. We are chilling. Nobody, I mean, not nobody, right? But you know, most of the time. I mean, I'm all about, you know, having fun, goofing around, but at the same time, you gotta go deep, right? Do shit. Go deep. And yeah, and it doesn't need to, I mean, I don't look at it like, you know, like in modern times, social media and all that, other kinds of media and, you know, stuff kind of got distorted, right? It's like success equals where you work, which car you drive, how many followers you have, and you know, it's anything other than the real shit behind it. It's kind of distorted, at least in the mainstream, right? If you follow the mainstream consciousness, you'll just hypnotized and brainwashed to believe that. So yeah. But you know, maybe there are, not maybe, but there are definitely, absolutely lots of people you don't even know, right? And maybe they gave their lives fighting for your country, maybe, or some other place. You don't even know about them, right? You don't need to be famous to be a fulfilled human being. It's like, or you don't need to do something or change the world to, become a hero. I mean, if you're a parent, dude, oh my god, you are a hero to someone, right? That's so insane. And yeah, being a mother, I think it's something divine. And then stuff like that, right? Or think about 300 Spartans, right? Did you know if 300 Spartans, even though they knew they were going to die, if they didn't did that battle, if they just they could just say something like, what's the point, we are gonna die anyway, so let's peace out. They could just do something like that. So if they didn't do that battle, pretty much Western culture wouldn't develop, right? It wouldn't be like this. I mean, you could look at it as from a chauvinistic perspective, but at the same time, development of the totality, total culture, something like that. Stuff like that, right? Totally wasn't reacting. Hey Maximo, how you doing? Billions of people in the world. Yeah, you don't even know about them, right? It's all the stories you'll never encounter. Like, maybe your country had a war and lots of real brave warriors, right? They just rushed in front and they just gave their lives to save someone else. Or, I mean, it doesn't have to be a war, right? You could just the simplest thing, right? You could just think about your parents, even though even the worst, shittiest parent, imagine how much sacrifice they are making, right? To what is it called? Just raise a human being. So yeah, you don't need to be Elon Musk or Steve Jobs. I mean, it's good if you do, but that's not the criteria, right? You don't need to have 10 million followers. You don't need to be a jacked Instagram model. So yeah, if you are still here, Mo, don't dread, dude. Just have fun. Take your pencil and paper, draw some amazing shit, and be grateful that you are alive, man. Tomorrow is not promised, so yeah. It's so funny, dude. Today, we were going to, with my niece, we were going to go to the, go to the place where I run all the time, and we were getting prepared. And there was this, apartment buildings have balconies, and there was this rotten part of the balcony, which is a, cracked concrete edge of the balcony. So it's like I was just putting my shoes on, and there was this insane noise, right? Something really heavy dropped just in front of the entrance of the apartment. And I instantly checked, like that edge, a big part of the edge of the balcony, just, you know, it's rotten in time, and it just cracked and fell down, right? If we got out like 5 minutes earlier, that piece of concrete would be in my head, right? It's so insane, right? I mean, we usually think we are gonna live forever, right? Or we are, you know, just because you think you are in a safe place, but no, dude, death can find you anywhere. And if you think about it, 90% of the people die in their beds, right? You think your bed is safe? Think again. So yeah, that was so insane. It's like just 1 minute earlier, if we just went out 1 minute earlier, I would have, I don't know, maybe I would die, right? It's a big part of concrete. And usually, you know, as you get older, your friend starts dying and all that shit. I'm not saying this to, you know, darken the mood, but, you know, if you forget about death, your ego kind of takes over, and you start doing shit that doesn't really matter. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't. You don't need to be, you know, get stressed about it or get all tight about it, but yeah, it's just, you know, that basic awareness, man. I think about death every day, dude. And it's kind of freeing, right? If you never did it, it's kind of stressing, but acceptance kind of frees you. Kid was 6 inches death, like 6 inches from death once. Yeah, hit by a car. Got by the side mirror. Yeah, she would have been on the hood. Yeah. Yeah, so, you know, also tomorrow is not promised. Next moment is not promised. Maybe it can be darker. I don't know. Or what's this? It's darker. Huh. Okay. Okay. That works. Also, it really hits you hard when it's your kid, right? there's also, you know, the biologic thing that you pretty much can't control. And all the mental side of it. But yeah, at the end of the day, your enemy is nothing else than fear, right? Never let fear rule the day. And at least that's my approach. Obviously, that's not being reckless, but yeah. So, did you play Diablo, TK? Do you know Diablo? There's a game called Diablo. It's like Candy Crush, but demons. Never heard of it? Oh man, you should try it. It's really good. And the best thing is you don't need any skill. You just press buttons. Racing game? No, it's a simulation. After we played, the other day I played a bit more, I think. What level? Like 70? I think I'm over 70. And that game became really, it really became Candy Crush. I mean, I could just keep playing it, but yeah, I know that story. I know where it leads. So, and it's not like I'm forcing myself to stop, right? Not really. enjoying repetitive games too much. We played Banishers with my niece. It's a nice storytelling, not storytelling game, but it is a good, really good storytelling. Banishers, Ghosts of Eden, something like that. I had no idea that game existed, right? I think it came out at the start of this year. I think they, maybe I missed it, I don't know, but... Or maybe they didn't spend, or, you know, invested too much in marketing, I don't know. Not familiar, it's a good game, it's like Ghostbusters in 1600s. Hey, it's how you doing, man? Doing what exercise? Just drawing some beasts. Also, there's lots of stuff I need to finish, like the armor sets. It's not urgent, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. If I have the mana. But you know, everything is an exercise, right? Another one to the to-do list. What? Oh, not this. It's so rid of these. Yeah, also this. This garbage. Insane. This is garbage. These are kind of the same. Maybe let's try mace. Time to stretch and get some drinks. Move, get the blood flowing. What are boys and girls and men and women and Apache attack helicopters and whatever you want to define yourself or whatever you are defining as. Games like that, I never keep my interest up during the end game. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a jackpot machine, right? Like you keep clicking and getting items, clicking, that dopamine loop. I'm a meat popsicle, that's a nice definition. Okay, I guess maybe some more low commitment sketches, because I'm not gonna go into cleaning up these today. It's like, yeah, spending too much time with my niece, that's more important. So yeah, I'm kind of a what do you call it, learning new words every day. Idle? Not idle, but you know, I'm at a low gear when it comes to moving the needle. Land of Good Quotes from Fifth Element. Dude, that movie is one of the best movies. And there's insane amount of symbolism in that movie. That's so fucking deep. That reminds me, yeah, I should watch that with my niece. Yeah, one of my favorite all time. We also finished watching Lord of the Rings, third one. I still remember the first time I saw it in theater, yeah. And yeah, Mila Jovovich was also my crush. She's so beautiful. She's like the definition of beauty. She's not like Monica Bellucci beautiful, but you know, she has that very unique charms. She's so, I don't know, so good. Let's call good. Good. And she was so funny in the movie, right? The language she spoke. She's also a good actress. Okay, what's this? Multipass? You mean you pass on Mila? Not your type? Or what? Other codes? Ah, okay. Oh, okay, now I get it. Dude, it's so funny. I do that all the time. You know, someone gets the joke a couple of seconds later. You know, when you are thinking about something else and the joke hits with leg, joke leg. It's like, there's damage over time in games. It's like joke over time, meme over time. What is it called? Meme over time. You put a mod on me. When I first started playing WoW, then there's damage over time and healing over time, right? People were talking about hot, right? What's your hot? What's your hot? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And because they type it, I was in voice chat, it's like they are typing hot, hot, hot. What? I also, one of my best times in any game is when you are a noob, right? When you are learning, you don't know much about the game, you are like a kid exploring. But it's like, after you play it for a while, you pretty much know everything about the game. Then it kind of loses that mystery. I mean, it has a different kind of fun, but I like that mystery when, you don't know about the world in the game. You are still exploring. Hey, lots of moments like that online, yeah. Also, one thing I keep falling into, still after drawing too many years, like, you know, when you have a high resolution canvas, it's like, it's really precise, right? Digital is like really precise. When you're drawing on pencil and paper, you don't have that much resolution, right? Unless you use, what is it called? Magnifying glass or something like that. So it's like, you know, you can only zoom in so much when you're drawing on a paper. So to get, to not fall into that, you know, precision pitfall, I usually try to zoom in as much as I can. So I'm using this Photoshop's, one of the Photoshop's file, what is it, canvas types. So when you zoom in, you can see the pixel grid like that. It doesn't show in every canvas. It's like this, one of the default templates. I don't know, maybe there's a option for it. Probably there's an option for it, but I don't know. So yeah, having these pixels kind of gets me out of that, because if I try to sketch like this, like, you know, full canvas and try to do this, usually I fall into that, you know, precision trap, because the brush is, everything is too precise, and I don't know, there's this tendency to do something like that. Maybe that's only me. But yeah, when sketching, you know, also pixels kind of give that dirty sketch feeling. Maybe it can also be because, if you think about it, usually when you work digital, you work for, you know, work for print or screen, stuff like that. Maybe that's just the conditioning, I don't know, but it feels like that. You mentioned this in the past. I tried out, draw more zoomed in than I normally do to get that pixelated workflow. Yeah, nice for sketching, yeah. So is it your mind enough? Yeah. Oop. So, okay. Another thing I just, you know, I just got a thought. You know, studying other art, let's say, other works. I do it all the time, like studying other other artists' drawings, paintings. So I was thinking about it the other day. It's like you could just copy, right? You could just copy their style in the surface level or cosmetic level, let's say. But I think, in my opinion, it's the it's always okay to study other artists, copy other artists, but try to get the idea, right? You don't need to copy everything, but get the idea. So I'm drawing this from a mount in World of Warcraft. So, and you can just play with the idea, right? It's just, so the idea is that this is a dragon, but I'm gonna apply this to a cat or a wolf. But the idea, what's the idea, right? There's this thing, and there's this this flowing line of armor, and this is like 1, 2, 3, kind of same size and longer, right? It's not 1, 2, 3 all same size. It's not boring, so you can copy that kind of stuff, right? It's like get the idea and then play with the idea. It's not just copying the drawing, and that's better. That's how I study designs, right? And then maybe play with it. Maybe you can do it like, I don't know, not 1, 1, or let's say not A, B, or you could just make a long one and then 2 small ones, right? Something like that. Maybe these would be duplicates, or this one would be a golden ratio, like, you know, golden ratio with this one. And, you know, play with the idea, right? Instead of copying the cosmetic, instead of copying the end result, you know, focusing on like things like why do they do it like that, or the design approach behind it, design choices. And there, you know, there's this S-curve, or if you look at the shape, it's like, you know, it's like there's this shape. Like you could just draw a triangle, and this is like a cutoff, right? So the key shape is this, right? And then you can play with it. And just with this shape, you can kind of reverse engineer and do lots of different alternatives for it, right? So it's not, usually people think about studying other artists is like, you know, copying their style or something like that. It's not about that. And then, you know, you can play with it. So play with the idea, right? What's the idea? It's like this repetition, but third one, that's the rhythm. It's like A, B, right? And then maybe you do something else. Maybe you can do A, B, A, right? It could be something like this. Small one, long one, 2 small ones, something like that. Or, I don't know, you can do A, B, B, A, like small one, 2 big ones. And yeah, lots of stuff like that. These aren't, you don't really bring any of yourself into the study. Oh, the previous one, one-to-one copy is fine. Yeah, it's also fine. It's not like it doesn't have no benefit at all. But yeah, really diving deep into the, you know, mojo of it, I don't think you really gain as much when you copy the gist or impressions. Yep, totally. This isn't really putting any thoughts into process, just end result. Yeah. It's like trying to make a food with not looking at the recipe, but looking at the picture of a food, right? or looking at the food itself by, no, not like that. It's like trying to make a food by looking at the finished meal, instead of, you know, trying to figure out the ingredients and how much ingredients should I put, where to put, how much should I cook, stuff like that. But yeah, also I have zero shame copying other artists, right? Or better put it, just steal. But yeah, at the end of the day, that's something you have to deal with yourself, right? I mean, you can lie about stuff, like, you know, you can't just use AI and tell people you did it. But yeah, conscience is a weird thing, right? It's like, I think you are making a really good point. A lot of people look master copying as copying the result, so focusing on understanding the why and how the master did what they did. Yeah, totally. I have this funny story my cousin told me. So he studied, like, what was it? I think he studied filmmaking, visual production, filmmaking, something like that, in college. So there was this professor giving a lecture, and he was talking about the old masters and stuff like that, and he just told this story to the students, like, as a story, right? So I think I don't know which one is it, but maybe Michelangelo or Leonardo. He told the story of him, you know, just hanging out naked in his studio to, you know, because when you have a shirt on, you don't feel the airflow, especially, you know, when in summer, when you are on the beach, there are more parts of your body contacting with air, so that's kind of, you know, puts you into your senses more. So that's, you know, that kind of practice. So he tells this story of Leonardo or Michelangelo, I don't know which one is it. His story of, you know, just hanging out naked in his studio or whatever, whatever place he was working on. So he tells this story, and the other day, it's like all the students try it at home, and, you know, expecting to draw like Leonardo. That was so funny. Maybe if I hang out naked in the home, I could draw like Leonardo. If it were only that easy, yeah. Okie dokie. I guess that's it for today. So I'll just peace out. And yeah. Thanks so much, guys, for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed it. And stay awesome, stay amazing. And yeah, take care.